May 23rd, 2015. Lots of progress in the front garden here. This is a butternut squash. We have a butternut right there. First one starting to come in. That is so cool. And there's another bud right there. But usually you can't have two of the cucurbit family next to each other. Tomato getting a little taller. Melon plants are doing decent. Another small tomato. That melon. It's a tiny yellow male flower on it. Right there. I gotta do this fast because it's really hot out today. But this is the big news here. A tiny tomato is coming in on this plant. There's another one right there. And then this plant, which is a yellow tomato, is getting little tomatoes already. This is going to be great. I haven't had a successful tomato in years. That one died. I have to replace it. That's a yellow pear, so I have to make new seeds for that. Got a new spike coming up on the Amorphophallus. All the amorphs in this front yard have come up and they're doing great, except for this hole. I don't know why it didn't come up. But all the others are doing great. This one has two. And then these little tomatoes. Here on the front we've got luffas growing. They're doing pretty good. But I've got some amazing luffas in the backyard I have to show. And these are a type of spiny cucumber, ornamental gourd. Can't wait for those to do something. This is a zucca plant. I really need to plant this over on the arbor, so I need to set that up, but there's still some work involved, but it's doing really well. It's been really healthy. And then over here, this is a new plant. It was tiny when I got it. This is a passion vine, and it's been hardening off and it's ready to go in the full sun. So looking forward to lots of flowers, and hopefully the caterpillars won't eat this. Amorphophallus on the side of the house are doing great. All of them have come up. That one's pretty cool looking. Hopefully it'll start making a tree. This one has two. You see the leaves about to come out on that one. And this one has two. And this is the biggest one so far. It's by the window. And then the ones on the Pigeon Loft, I got some cuttings of Nepenthes in here, ventratas, very common Nepenthe, and then some orchids, nothing too special. But up here, this is the Amorphophallus titan. It has finally sprouted out, it's doing well. Not much there, not much there. Two titans are, and these aren't doing anything, but this titan might be doing something. And then this is a really neat Amorphophallus. Instead of being leaves all around, it seems to be growing like in a 5-point shape. It's interesting. My two konjaks, which are these dark ones, quiet leafy, have come up. This one's making a second spike. This is the, I always forget what this one's called. Yellowensis is doing very well, and then all these spotted ones are bulbifers. I think that's a bulbifer. I don't know what this one is. And something coming up in there. So very good. These are flowers of Hoya carrii. Carrie, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but these are tiny. And it used to be a nice round ball, but they've been falling off. Here's another one. All the flowers are on the ground, so it's done. But new leaves are coming in. which is great because this plant just didn't do anything for like a whole year. But now it's finally doing something. I got this new little guy from a friend. This is a chenille plant. These are cuttings and they're not ready or acclimated yet, so hopefully they'll take root and start to make nice flowers. Okay, I pollinated this. Ah, there's a dragonfly. I pollinated this female flower. This is Nepenthes alata from Luzon. It's a type of red spotted Nepenthes, although it doesn't make red spotted pictures. It makes pictures like this. I pollinated this female with Nepenthes kahsiana, and it looks like some of these took because they're turning into seed pods. So my first successful pollination. And we've got that one back there, and I'm waiting for a red leopard male to open, so hopefully the male flowers will open and I can pollinate, because that one back there hasn't been pollinated with anything. Okay, on this fence we've got the luffas growing. What a gorgeous, huge male flower. Check that out. I got these from luffa.info.com. Wonderful seeds. They're kind of hard to sprout, but once they sprout, they're excellent. I got a second smaller plant coming out down there. Thanks so much for the seeds. I highly recommend these so far, and it's been climbing up the fence. It looks like we've got a female loofah right here. Oh, the female flower is open. I'm gonna have to hand pollinate that. Here's another female flower. But it's gotten bent in the fence. That's not good. I don't think I can rescue that one, but I'll try to hand pollinate that one myself. So excellent, it's going up there, although it looks like the fence chopped the growing tip, so that sucks. I'll have to wait for a side shoot to make up. And then this is a snake gourd, a Trichosanthes, and it has a very unique flower. It's white, and it has all these little tendrils on the sides. I got a few of these growing, got some growing on the other fence too. That's snake gourd as well. This is ivy gourd. It's supposed to make a really pretty green and red fruit. And then this tiny stuff is a native wild cucumber. The fruits actually look like miniature watermelons, and that's about as big as it gets. I mean, it'll get longer, but it gets these adorable tiny, as you see, very tiny cucumber plants. The cucurbits are just doing excellent this year. Oh, here's an example of the flower again of snake gourd. As the wind stops. Lovely, lovely, unusual flower. That's a male. Haven't seen a female yet. But hopefully we'll get some females and we'll get some fruits out of this. And lastly, some of the sunflowers have bloomed. Lovely plants. I love sunflowers. Short garden update this time. I just wanted to show the best of the best this time because it's almost summer and it's already so darn hot. I'm actually wearing all my sun gear right now, my light long sleeve shirt and my hat, because it's very hot out here. It's the stuff I wear when I go kayaking. And like I was worried, yes, these guys did make flowers way too soon. They're wilting. It's so hot out here, I need to water these guys because even sunflowers are having a little too much sun. This one's a little shorter than I am. I would say this one's 5 feet and it's not very big, so kind of disappointing that they didn't get full size like they said on the packaging, but that's not false advertising or anything. And then these fell over in the wind, but they still came around and are making flowers even on the ground. But my big one has gotten taller than me. I'm very glad about that. I'll have to measure, and I hope it keeps getting taller before that flower head opens, and I hope it'll make a big flower head. These guys are going to open soon, in a few days. There's one here that was just starting to open. Yeah, this is what they do. They don't open all at once, but some of the petals go first and then the others, and it's pretty neat. And I like when they're buds like this because they look like a mouth full of teeth, like from a worm coming out or something. Some really cool, freaky monster. I like monstrous flowers in my garden. Stuff that doesn't really look like your typical garden flower. At least not in that stage. I just love how tall and big these can get. Alright. I'll make a update once everything is in bloom. They should all open. Des signing off.